This is an ABC7 editorial with Steve Sabato.
In case you haven't noticed, Florida has a constitutional crisis on its hands, and I'm not talking about Russia or Donald Trump. I refer to the pattern of negligence by our lawmakers in Tallahassee when it comes to constitutional amendments that have been passed by the voters. Specifically, the medical marijuana amendment that passed last November and the Land Conservation and Acquisition Amendment that passed back in 2014. Neither of these landmark calls to action have been supported by effective legislation. In the session that just ended, the Senate and the House failed to reach a compromise that would have defined critical operational guidelines needed to implement the amendment. Meanwhile, over $2 billion in new taxes have been collected under the Land Conservation Amendment, and guess what? Only 2% of the money has been used to buy land. The largest budget line? Salaries and administration. To add insult to injury, the 2017 budget totally eliminated money for important land acquisition entities like the Florida Communities Trust and Florida Forever. Former Governor and U.S. Senator Bob Graham recently said, quote, "Florida legislators have made it clear they don't care about Florida's environment or Florida's voters." Well said, Senator. So what's the bottom line? We need a special session right now to hammer out a compromise on medical marijuana that provides cities and counties with the direction they need to implement the law. Secondly, and most importantly, let your representatives know you believe the state constitution is more important than the special interest lobbyists. And while you're at it, ask them if they were elected with a 70% majority, like the constitutional amendments they have failed to enact. I'm Steve Sabato, and we'd like to hear from you.
The opinions expressed in this editorial do not necessarily reflect those of ABC7's owners or management. If you would like to comment, go to our website, www.mysuncoast.com, and click Community.